Hey everybody, welcome to Listen Up, Listening Podcast. I am your host, Preezy. What's going on? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Friday. What y'all doing? Well, whatever you're doing or whatever you're going to do, I hope you make the best of it. Hope your day is going well, and if it's not, brush it off. This too shall pass. All praises to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ. Amen. Make it a good day. Don't let them see you sweat. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. But don't let them. Keep going. Keep pushing. Yes, you got this. Anyway, this episode, I got my co-host guest Giggles, and we're going to be talking about two movies. Well, one is a movie, one is a documentary. Well, they both could be movies. The Woman King. You have got to go see The Woman King. 5 stars, I give it about 20. But I'll keep it right. 5 stars, it's a must see. And also the Netflix documentary, The Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer story. Everybody knows about that story. And if you don't, it's on Netflix. So come on now, stay tuned. Join me and my co-host, guest Giggles, as we talk about these two movies. Come on now, listen up, listen in. Let's get it.
Tanya, you ready?
Listen up, listen in. 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 Thanks for tuning in. Let's have a conversation. Talking worldwide, it don't matter your location. What you going through and the topic may have relation. Let's get some motivation. Swap out education. Every Friday we heal, laugh, improve, and grow. Put some nutrients in your mind, give you food for the soul. I know you pumped and preparing for your weekend and low. Might as well join the discussion and tune into the show. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. I'm your host, Preezy. Now, before I start today's episode, I would love for you guys and gals to follow me on social media. Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me at listenuplistenin5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast. Now let's get back to Listen Up, Listen In. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. Of course, you already know who I am. I'm Preezy. I know y'all like that background music, right? I got my co-host guest Giggles. What's up?
What's up, Preezy?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yo, you know I had to do that. I had to do that, man. Yo,
I know you had to do this.
Listen. What did we go see twice?
The Woman King.
The Woman King. What?
It is a must see. If you have not seen it, you have to go see it. Take your kids too. Take the dog and the goldfish.
Take care, everybody. Yabba dabba do. Yes. Man, this movie was awesome. And you know, I love Viola Davis. That is one of my best actresses. I love her. I want to meet her so bad. I just want, you know what, Viola, if you're listening, please hit me up, listening 5687 at gmail.com, please, and email me. I just want to meet you. That's it. Oh my God, I love her. She was awesome. And her body in this movie,
I'm telling you, ripped.
ah, wah, wah, ah, wah, wah.
I mainly like it because it was based on a true story. At least it was real. The tribe was real.
Yes, it said,
You know.
I read it. It said that in the 1800s, it was a group of all female warriors.
Mm-hmm.
They were protecting the African kingdom of Dahomey with skills and fierceness unlike anything the world has ever seen. Faced
Yes.
with a new threat, General Naniska trains the next generations of recruits to fight against a foreign enemy that's determined to destroy their way of life. Man, listen, this movie was, and it came out September 16, 2002.
2000 and what?
2020. I made a mistake. I meant 2022. All you gotta do is move the numbers. You put the 2.
All you gotta do is move the numbers.
20. Just put the,
Oh my God.
2022. That don't make no sense. Shout out to the director Gina Prince Bythewood. Listen, you know she made Love and Basketball.
Yeah.
Yes, African American sister directed this movie.
Another great movie.
Absolutely. Music was composed by Terrence Blanchard, Lebo M, editor Terrell A. Shropshire, producers Viola Davis, Julius Maria Belto, and Kathy Schulman. This was awesome. This movie, y'all have to go. It is a must. A must. You have got to see The Woman King.
I want to go see it again.
Again? Come on.
Yeah.
We saw it 2 times already now. Come on now.
So what that mean?
Nah. I mean, it was all good, but we got to try to see if we can get on TV.
We're going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to make us famous. We're going to go in there. We're going to broadcast for them.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to do the movie backwards. We're going to be able to tell the movie backwards. Now, the cat. Now, I could get some of the names, but some of the names are kind of hard. Of course, Viola Davis played Naninska.
I'm here for you if you need me.
All right, I know, Miss Liberian. Luso Mebedu.
I'm proud of you.
She played Nawi. Lashana Lynch played Izoki.
Oh man, my favorite.
I loved her. Sheila Atmas played
Atim?
Amenza. Is it Atman or Atmas? No,
Atim. I think.
Yeah, it's Atim. She played Amenza. John what is it? Boyega?
John Bulger?
I don't know.
Who you talking? Which one you talking about?
Nah,
John Boyega played the king.
Boyega, he played King Gezo. Or Gizo. Was it Gezo or Gizo?
Gezo.
King Gezo. The woman king. Hero Fiennes. He played Hero Fiennes Tiffin as Santo Fer. That was the Caucasian guy who had the slaves. He had slave ship. Jamie Lawson as Shantae. Jordan Bolger. Oh, I was in love with him.
With his long curly hair, right?
Girl looking like Chico DeBarge. Jordan Bolger as Malik. Shayna West as Essie or Essie. Essie or Essie?
I think it was Essie. I'm not quite sure. I think it was Essie. I'm gonna go with Essie.
Yeah, Adrian Warren. Oh, I love her as Ode. Magosta M as Inia, yeah. Inaya. Inaya. Oh Lord, who is this? Zozibini Tunzi as Efe or Ifi. Efe. Are you laughing?
Iffy?
Ifi?
No, I'm not. Effie?
F-
No, no.
It's spelled EFE, so I'm thinking Effie.
It could be FA. It could be Iffy. I'm not quite sure. I don't really want to mess the name up, but
The Woman King. Okay. Angelique Kidjo as the Minunion. She was that older woman, the older black lady.
oh, that was on the council. Okay,
Yeah. Oh boy. This was
I'm not.
yo, this is deep. This was the dude that was next with Nanunska.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he wasn't too sure if she was gonna rule correctly, but he came in her defense.
Yeah,
His
they
name
came to an.
Sivile Najisi. And then there was Chioma Umiela. She played Tara. And then Tuxtud Langu. He was in the Langu.
We just longer. We just going.
The Woman King. That's all I gotta say.
That's it, right?
Yo, son. This movie was The Woman King. Are you trying to go against the king? I know I could have been in this movie. I could have been in this movie. And I think the next movie, The Woman King Jr. Part 2.
And you thought the king looked like Denzel Washington,
I'm telling
his son?
He looked like Denzel, the king. I was like, oh, I wouldn't have mind being one of his wives. Push that other girl out the way, like, bah, girl, bah. He don't even want you up here.
Oh gosh.
I would have been like, King, what's his name? King what?
King Gezo.
King Gezo. Let me tell y'all, what?
I can see you now. Oh my god.
Listen. Oh wait, what was the bad guy? I forgot his name.
You talking about
Wait a minute. Oh yes, I forgot him. Jimmy Adekoya as Oba Ade. I forgot him. He was the one that was fighting Nanis.
Oh yeah. She wanted his head.
Wanted his head. The Woman King. I'm telling y'all, the Woman King. I'm telling you, I should have been in that movie. Naninska. I could have been like her second warrior.
Like a second in command? Like a second in command?
Yes, not
okay.
Well, her partner was the skinny girl, so I can't take her. But the second one, Naninska. Oh my God. I see them.
What would your name have been? I gotta hear this.
Preezy and Fufwa. Preezy and Fufwa.
Oh my God.
Naninska, wait. I speak to the animals of the kingdom because I love animals.
Right.
So I would have been like, let me talk to Mufasa, the lion. And he will tell me
oh my God.
What is getting ready to happen in the village.
You gonna talk to Rafiki too?
Who is that?
In the Lion King, the monkey, you gonna talk to him too?
Oh, yes. Yes. Let me speak to everyone. I am in control of all the animals. So I would have went to Naninska and told her, beware. The forest talks. Let me gather all the animals around, and they shall know where the enemies are coming from. I'm telling you, I would have been good in this movie.
I believe it. I do.
You know it already.
I already know. Yep, you're right. No questions.
For real, right?
You ready? You ready right now? They need to get you for part 2.
I'm gonna have to write her.
You don't even got an audition.
You think they'll accept me? I'm telling you. I gotta write the director.
You ready? Are you ready to do an extensive hardcore workout?
Wait a minute. I don't have to do all that because I'm not rolling.
Why?
I am the person that's in the forest.
She said she's the person in the forest.
Why should I have to work out? I'm the one that's gonna be with the binoculars telling them they are coming. No, I don't. to do that.
But what if they did say that was part of your contract? You want to make millions, you have to work out like everybody else.
I don't know about that.
You would turn down millions because you don't want to work out?
But I will have to tell them, listen, I can't do it so much. I'm the one that's supposed to just be looking out with the binoculars. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, but they're coming. I see them. They're coming. They're coming with his warriors. Come. Bring the giraffe and get the monkeys and the lions. Come on. Come. And I'll have them. I'll train the animals to attack. Like, I'll train the animals.
Miss Davis, if you're listening, please recruit my best friend.
Come on, Miss Gina. You are awesome. Kudos to you. But I think I could do this. I'm telling you.
Don't worry. We'll send the directors a letter. You write very well, and your letters be very long. So
I could do it.
Yeah, I know you can.
I could do it. I'm telling you. I'm ready. Hey. What? Hey. What?
Make sure you be ready in the next couple years, okay?
South African culture. What? This movie was awesome. It was sad.
Yeah, it was.
It had some sad parts, but
it had its moments, but it was really, really good.
Excellent.
And it was educational too.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. And to think this happened in the 1800s with the slave trade. So that was deep, you know. That was really deep. We really definitely need to read on our Black history if people haven't. So it's very important. I'm telling you, it was awesome. The Woman King. Preezy and Fufu. Yes. King Gezo. You want to see me in your chambers? No. Calm yourself. You're too hot behind the ear.
But what if you come down from the tree because you gotta go talk to the king and you get chased? You gotta run.
I'm not gonna get chased because I got the lions, giraffes, and the elephants behind me. Yo, you're gonna change the whole format.
But what if something happens?
Ain't no what if. I am protected by I'm protected by my animals. I'm protected by the forest. Are you kidding me? You know what's in the forest?
Yes.
I will summon the monkeys and the apes and all the giraffes. They couldn't handle it.
Well, I just asked that. I want a lion. Thank you.
Oh, and you know that's one of my favorite animals? The lion and the tigers. Oh my goodness. Then I will have a Black Panther by my side. Let me see what type of music I'm gonna play.
What?
Look. This is the music. Here I come. My stomach all out. I got my short skirt. I'm all greasy. What? They summoning me. Naninska is summoning me right now. Tell Preezy and Fufu to come. So I'm walking with the panther.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe this.
My woman king. I am here. Preezy na Fufu. Please. Summon your animals to watch the kingdom. To spread out in the land. To make sure that the king is protected. Can you do that? You will my command, woman. I am here to serve you. Understand this. All I ask is for fruits and vegetables to clean my system because I do not have any metamucil. So please, could you just make sure that I am taken care of and that all of the animals are fed? And I will serve you wholeheartedly. You are the woman king. Preezy Fufu, your wish is my command. Go and take your animals and watch the kingdom and protect us from the enemy.
Oh, geez.
And you see me walking away, and yo, my body is lit, son. I got Serena Williams legs. My spine is tight. My arm is strong.
You
My
rip.
what? I'm ripped. Walking with a Black Panther. I got Mufasa to the left, and got my Black Panther to the right, and all the animals are walking behind me. What?
Your hair braided?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I got a nice silky scarf, because you know I gotta be different.
Oh my God.
I bought my scarf from the villager. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? I'm still walking. My place is far.
How many miles are you walking?
Nah, because I got to switch. I gotta go with the beat. Are you kidding me?
You have your water? You got water? You good?
What? What?
All right.
Right on my shoulder. The woman king.
Oh my.
Everybody, we're laughing and we're having a good time, but the woman king is a definitely must.
No, for real.
You gotta go see this movie.
You have to go see it.
Most definitely.
Definitely go see it. When it come on TV, watch it too.
You think they're gonna put it on TV?
Eventually, when they come on Amazon Prime, when they come on whatever apps you have on your TV, your smart TV, whatever it is, watch it when it comes on.
Oh yeah. Definitely go see The Woman King, guys. It is an awesome movie. But we got something else to talk about. The Woman King is all good, but yo, I think I'm gonna have to turn this down now because what we about to talk about ain't so good. Okay. I hope the audience is ready for this one. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Take a deep breath.
Inhale and exhale.
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do it one more time. Now.
That was a deep inhale. Exhale.
This one is deep. Netflix, y'all. Netflix. What, you yawning?
Yes.
You had a hard day today?
A little bit.
Wake yourself. I will come in there with my spatula and slap your feet.
Not the spatula.
I couldn't think of that, no.
Of everything else you could have chosen.
I don't know. How many people out there saw the Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix?
Me.
How many of y'all want to see it?
Me.
We all know the story, right? Back in what was it? First thing he did was in 1978. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, he started from, when he was young.
Well, yeah. Well.
Dissecting animals and, because his father was a chemist. So,
Mm-hmm.
His father got him into it, but he didn't think this is what he would, use it for as he got older. But yeah, he had a love for it since he was a child.
He was riding around on his bike looking for roadkill so that he could take it back to the house in the garage or whatever and that open them up and experiment on them with acid or whatever. Thank God the animals were already deceased. Hopefully.
Right.
So I watched this movie. It was a series, so it was pretty long. But
it was 10 episodes, I believe. 10?
Yeah, it was like a Lifetime movie. Them Lifetime movies be forever.
Oh, yeah. Because they had documentaries before about him.
Oh, yeah. Well, Oprah Winfrey did something. She had an interview with his father name. His father name was Lionel Dahmer. And that was in 1994. She did it. Mm-hmm. So who is Jeffrey Dahmer? Well, Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born May 21st, 1960. And he died November 28th, 1994. Also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal or the Milwaukee Monster. He was an American serial killer a sex offender who committed the murder and dismemberment of 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991. So anybody out there, if y'all didn't watch the documentary on Netflix, you should
watch all of them.
Yes, check out the interview Oprah did with the father in 1994. It's on YouTube. And of course, his father's name is Lionel. And Dahmer murdered 17 males in a horrific fashion, which included rape, dismemberment, necrophilia, and cannibalism. Yo, do me a favor. Can you look up necrophilia? I didn't get a chance to look that up.
Oh, yeah, he was a necrophiliac.
So what is that?
A person who is sexually excited or attracted to dead bodies.
So he had sex with dead people. What
he got excited and he was attracted to the fact that they were deceased. Dead. Yes.
And according to the interview with Oprah, she stated that he actually had sex with them when they were dead.
Yeah, I believe that.
Now, I saw an Inside Edition a long time ago with, I think her name was Nancy Glass on Inside Edition. And Jeffrey Dahmer was talking. And these were the things that he said. He stated that he had an obsessive desire and he wanted to control the men he encountered so he could possess them permanently. Possess. So that means that he wanted them to stay with him forever. He didn't hate anyone. He just didn't ever want them to leave. He wanted
that control.
Right. He wanted them to stay with him forever. What he did was he would lure the men to his house, he would drug them, and then he would strangle them. And then once they were dead, he probably had sex with them, and then he mutilated them. Some of them he even took a drill holes in their head and poured acid or hot water in them to see if they could become zombies. He kept their body parts and skulls. He also ate some of them. So he could feel connected to them. He knew what he did was wrong, and that his first killing that he did in 1978, he stated that it wasn't planned. And then I believe that was with a jogger.
Yes, I remember that one.
He brought the jogger back to his grandmother's house. Poor grandma, she ain't know nothing. Like
she was just oblivious.
She might have known something, but she probably really didn't know. And that's the thing, people. There's so many red flags about what people do, but we're going to talk about that later on in the show. But anyway, so he did the first killing with a jogger. At first, I think the first time he saw him, he was mesmerized, came outside with a baseball bat or something. And then he didn't do it. But then later on, I think he lured the dude to his house.
Yeah, he was supposed to take him somewhere.
To the grandmother's house or take him some. And then he bust him in the head and then...
They were working out.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy, I think he wanted to go to a concert. He was supposed to take him to some concert or something like that. And the guy was getting frustrated because he was like, I'm ready to go.
Beat that poor dude. And then I think what he did was he cut him up. No, he buried him. And then he dug his body up. And then kind of burned him or something like that to the point where he turned into ashes and threw his ashes all over the place. But then after that killing, he went to the military, and then he didn't get what if he got a dishonorable discharge because he was drugging the soldiers?
Oh yeah,
drugged the soldiers and was having sex with them. So then he got kicked out of that. Then he got into pornography, which led him to go to the gay bars. And he stated that he became addicted to killing when he killed that man at the hotel. And he beat him to death.
Oh my God, that was bad.
No, because they both was drugged. He drugged him. He was drugged.
He drugged himself.
And then when he woke up, he realized that he beat this man to death with his own hands. So now this is what Jeffrey is talking about in the interview with Inside Edition. He said he didn't even realize that he beat him to death. And that's when he knew that he was out of control. And then he would take pictures of his victims. And it's like he made an altar for their skulls, like a memorial. He did a lot of killing. He stated he did a lot of killing at his grandmother's house, and he would cut them up and bury them. So this dude was really like satanic. He was watching The Exorcist. That would turn
Yeah.
on.
I think he had the human centipede on too.
Yeah, he was watching it. Then he would
Whew.
put his eye color a certain. I think he put his eye a certain color because he was watching Star Wars and all this crap. It was just crazy. So in total, he killed 17 men. 10 were African American, and the community was a majority of black. That community, and they were angry with the cops, especially when Jeffrey Dahmer had that young 14-year-old.
Oh
And
my God, that 14-year-old.
he ran out, but then Jeffrey Dahmer came back because he didn't know he left the house. And people in the community was like, yo, this is a little kid. And so the cops believed Jeffrey Dahmer because his face looked so innocent. He didn't look like he was a bad guy. And first of all, the cops was wondering why was he in this neighborhood, in this urban community? Because them, it was like drugs. And are you all right over there?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Because I'm like hearing everything you doing.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm sorry.
You good? Chopping up no
Yes.
bodies or nothing, are you?
No, not today.
Come on, what you doing? So he so the community was pissed off, and Jeffrey actually took that boy back upstairs, drilled a hole in his head, and poured acid in it, and dismembered him. I mean, cops messed up on that. Cops messed up on a lot of stuff. Remember the part when he was driving in the car and he had the bags with body parts?
Oh
They didn't
my
stop them, son.
gosh.
They was like, oh my God.
They had every opportunity
Yo, because
to look in those bags.
And they was like, yeah, he had privilege because he didn't look like the type of person that would do something like that. And he was drunk. And they was like, yo, just go home. What's in the bag? Oh, what he said?
Oh, he was doing yard work.
Oh my God. Now you already know if that was an African American. I'm not trying to play the race card, but I have to. Y'all know. Step out the car, sir. Them bags would have been searched. Head falling, foot falling,
Exactly.
coming off. Listen, I don't know how they let this dude get away with so much. And a lot of these men could have been saved.
And I could guarantee when they found out he got arrested for all of that, they was probably like, oh my God, we had him.
Well, they suspended the police, but then they brought them back. Because they were the ones that made the young boy go back upstairs. This is really a sad story. The community stated that the cops did nothing because of the neighborhood and that the community, the majority of the community were black. And because Dahmer was white, he didn't fit the description of someone that was bad. That's what Dahmer also stated in the interview, he wasn't racist. He had the obsession because the men were so handsome and they were nice looking. Not because he was racist, because a lot of the men that he took were brown skinned. They were African American. I think the young boy was Asian, I believe. It might have been 3 Caucasians or something like that. But the community was outraged because the majority of the victims were African American. And so they felt that, well, the cops didn't care because, okay, they go missing. Oh, well.
It's sad.
Yeah, that's what they felt. And so Dahmer stated he didn't like the fact that he was gay. And he also stated that he didn't, if he didn't get caught because of Tracy Edwards, who was his last victim, he was the one that was able to escape.
Oh, yep.
I can get the cops. And when the cops came in the house, the smell was there from the get-go. And when they walked in the back room and the police officer opened the drawer and saw those pictures, he was like, these pictures look real. They don't look like they photoshopped or anything. These are real human beings that were cut up and dead. And that's when they arrested him. But Dahmer also stated, had he not got caught, he would have still been out here killing.
And the crazy part about it is the neighbor was calling y'all.
Mm-hmm.
time and time again about him, and y'all did nothing.
The smell was in it. I don't know if anybody ever smelled a
Nothing.
dead body, but the smell is atrocious. I've smelled a dead body before, and when I tell you, it is a terrible, terrible smell. Anything dead, it believe it or not, it all smells the same. Because I used to think, oh, animals must smell different than humans. No, they don't. Death is death. So if anybody knows what a dead body or dead anything smells like, that is exactly what was coming out his house. Because even if even when he was putting the bodies in that container with the acid, for
Mm-hmm.
some reason the smell was still coming out. And then he had the head. He only wrapped it up. I think he
In the refrigerator.
yeah, he was keeping it cool. So he thinking that oh the smell is but it's decomposing. I can see
Yeah.
if he had a ice box or no he had a freezer, but he had the bodies in a bag in his house, so they were
Whew.
decomposing. That was he was definitely one of Satan's children, definitely. But he did state because of the last victim Tracy Edwards, he would have been still killing.
I believe it. Until they really, really caught him. Like,
He would
really, really caught him.
he
I'm
would
glad that guy escaped.
luckily they would drug the he would drug the victims, strangle them, have sex with them, then mutilate them, drill holes in their heads, pour acid or hot water. Well, that was with the 14-year-old. Put the bodies in acid to boil off the skin and cook some of his victims. And just like he told Tracy Edwards, I love the way your heart sounds, and I'm gonna eat it.
Pretty much. And he was like, huh? What? Good thing he didn't drink that stuff he gave him.
Really sad.
He
So let me
saw those bubbles
yeah. He's drinking what bubbles?
with a foam in the cup. He didn't drink it. He didn't drink what he gave him.
He had a sip of it because he was drowsy. He did drink some of it because he became a little delusional too, like drowsy. But he had the strength enough because I saw his documentary today. He was at court and they had him on
Mm-hmm.
the witness stand, and he said, I wasn't gay. He came and said if you wanted to, he was a photographer, and said that if y'all want to take pictures and make some money. So he was like, I was making money, but I said, hey, why not make a little something on the side? He went and got beers, and we met him at his house because he was with two other guys, but he went and he said I went up there and I was like, all right, so what you want me to do? Like, and that's when it started. So he was able to escape, and thank God because that's when the police came back.
I'm telling you.
They got him. So he
Girl.
looked really
Whew.
shaken here on the witness stand
I would be too.
because he almost died.
Yeah. I would need therapy. All kind of, oh, I don't even know. I would just be so thankful to be alive, but I feel bad for everybody he did kill. You know what I mean? Because I'd
Here's
have
the
been like,
thing. Here's the thing, because I knew there was signs with this crazy dude just by watching the documentary.
mm,
Let me tell you something, people out there. There's signs in everything. There's a sign when you're dealing with somebody, you know they're going to be abusive. There's signs when you know your child is getting ready to be a bad child. There are
yeah.
signs when you know your child getting ready to kill the entire world. Don't tell me that there are no signs. There's signs with everything.
You just ignore them. People just ignore them.
When your child don't want to play double dutch or skellies and say, hey, mom, the cat down the block just got hit by a car. I would like to bring him in the basement and cut him open and see what causes death. Something ain't right. Watch those little quiet kids that stand off to themselves, that don't want to be bothered with other children. It's okay. Everybody has their shy moments. But if you see it consistently, pay attention to that. Talk to your kids and see what's on their mind. If they're not talking right, that's the time to step up. Don't laugh it off. Oh, he just playing.
Nah, he not.
You go in your child's room and you see some dead things in there. Something ain't right. Boy, what you doing? No, you can't bring that in the house. Don't. No, I know you into science, but nah, because what did they say? They said that most serial killers like to see things being killed or start off by killing animals.
Oh yeah, that's how it starts.
There's signs in everything. Pay attention to people's behavior. I don't care what nobody say. There's red flags because even Oprah asked him, "Did you see the red flags?" Now in the movie, the father saw the red flags.
Oh,
Now, he may write a letter to the judge, and then he stopped it.
yeah. He saw everything. He saw
He
all them
knew
flags.
that his son wasn't too bright, but you got to remember, the mom was a little mentally ill.
And remember, while she was pregnant, she was taking a lot of medications with him.
Mm-hmm. And it was a big thing.
So
Jeffrey Dahmer was murdered by another inmate. Jeffrey Dahmer, when he went to prison, at one point they was like, the first time he almost got killed. It wasn't successful. The guy stuck him in his neck. But then Jeffrey Dahmer started getting cocky and started making jokes in the jail, making jokes when it came to the food and playing around and saying little smart things to the inmates about cutting up bodies and stuff like that. So they was feeling a little uncomfortable. And this particular dude, I believe his name is, Christopher Scarver. And he was already in there for murder. And he was never coming out.
he had nothing to lose.
Right. So when he did his homework on him, and he saw that what Jeffrey Dahmer did, and I'm telling you, I really believe that this was a setup. I don't care what nobody said. They had work detail. Usually it don't work like that. I don't know how this jail was set up, but that particular inmate, Christopher Scarver, killed 2 inmates. The one that was with Jeffrey Dahmer, because he stated that particular inmate killed his wife, and he stabbed her up a couple of times in the face. And he said that 2 black men did it. So that's the reason why that guy killed him in the bathroom. And then he came for Jeffrey Dahmer, and he picked up some type of equipment, might have been weights, and he beat Jeffrey Dahmer in the face so bad he was unrecognizable. So he said that the Lord told him to do it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were happy that Jeffrey Dahmer was killed, but it doesn't still bring back the people that he murdered and what he did to them. So they asked, why did he do it? I guess in the steps that he did it. Why did Jeffrey Dahmer do it? Jeffrey Dahmer stated that he didn't want the victims to suffer. So that's why he drugged them first, and then he strangled them, so they wouldn't suffer while he was cutting off their limbs or whatever. It's a real terrible story. We have a lot of serial killers in the world that did a lot of things. Like,
of course.
What was that guy that showed? Jace, what was it, Bracy?
You have Gacy, you have Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. Mm-hmm.
And he killed 28 people that he confessed to, but I'm sure there was more, but you'll never know now.
A lot of bodies.
Never really know now because he's no longer, of course, here. But
it's a lot of them.
Who else? It's a lot. It's just a lot.
It's a lot. And it's so sad because what goes on in your mind? Like, how did the devil get so in control of you where you feel you want to kill so many people? Did something happen to you when you were younger? It's just something to think about because, they always say hurt people. But these were monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Dahmer was a monster. The fact that not only did you mutilate these people and you kept a bucket of acid in your house. It wasn't like he went to a farm somewhere. He had a hiding place. All this stuff was in his house.
Exactly. Just sitting there rotting.
And then you turn around and you cooking them. One of the neighbors, I saw the documentary, she believes that she ate one of the bodies. Like she ate one of the parts of the bodies.
She probably did.
Yeah. Not the neighbor that where Nisha Ash played, but they said that one of the neighbors down the hall believed that she did eat one of the bodies because he served us saying, "How you eating this?" Yo, I'm letting my neighbors know out there right now.
How you eating from him? First of all, no, thank you. Like,
don't give me no sandwich.
No.
Don't. I'm telling y'all.
Don't offer me nothing. I'm good. No, thank you. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening. No, I'm all right.
I ain't from nobody.
Oh, that was so nice of you, but I'm okay though. I just ate. Thank you so much.
Finger, pinky, toe soup. What?
No.
Finger, pinky, toe soup.
You find a whole scalp in your soup. No, thank you.
It's terrible out here.
No.
It's terrible how people could just even sit there. And I don't want everybody to just analyze this. They found all the tools that he used to dismember the people. You sitting there and you just saw it. It's not easy to cut a bone.
And you saw what he was using.
He had what, a saw, right?
That little, the little thing you use to cut you can cut meat with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that thing.
Yo, that's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to cut through bone.
Well, that's what he started with. I'll say he got advanced as he got older, but
I can't believe that those cops ignored the neighbors like that. And then you walk into the house and you can say, "What's that smell?" He can talk about it's old meat. Well, how many times you gonna keep having old meat in your house?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's just sad because I really feel that a lot of people would still be here if they searched that house.
Oh yeah. A lot of those murders could have been avoided.
Please get involved. Pay attention to signs. Pay attention to signs.
And a lot of officers are probably like, "Oh, look at the neighborhood. Oh well."
Right.
Don't matter. Let them do what they do. It's not our problem.
I remember one of the police officers asked him, "What are you doing over here?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in this neighborhood?" And I think Jeffrey said, "Oh, the rent is cheap." He said, "Of course it is. It's nothing but crackheads and drug dealers over here. Or junkies." Anyway.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that was deep. But anyway, everybody go see Jeffrey Dahmer.
If you don't have a Netflix account, borrow one.
Yeah, it's deep. Or you can always check out YouTube because YouTube really explains. Matter of fact, let me see. It really explains. Like, what is it saying here? He attended college in the fall. He dropped out. He was an alcoholic. He didn't kick his habit. He continued drinking. That poor grandmother. He went to these bathhouses. He would drug the men. Remember they kicked him out of the bathhouse? They say he couldn't.
Oh yeah, he had to go.
And he raped the men as they laid unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
He was. I guess he just liked to inflict pain on those, but he didn't want them to be conscious. It was just crazy. And the first victim he did was in 1978, and then he waited for a long time, like 10 years after that, before he started up again. That's the guy, the second one, when he picked him up and he took them to that hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the killings occurred sporadically 1988, 1989, and then 4 in 1990. He lured the men from the bars. And he drugged, he raped, and strangled them. It's crazy, man. Dismembering them. Wow. And you know, when he worked at the chocolate factory, he kept one of the heads in his locker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he kept the head. He took one of the heads and he kept it in his locker.
That's right.
And then he had got in trouble with the 13-year-old. That was the other boy's brother. And then he messed with the 14-year-old, and that's the 14-year-old died.
I forgot about that.
He was killing one person a week in 1991. Trying to make them into zombies and sexual partners. Oh my God, this dude was sick, man. He was sick. Thank God for Tracy Edwards. He escaped. Oh boy. The officers found the pictures of dead bodies and dismembered limbs that allowed them to finally place Dahmer under arrest. Wow.
Took long enough.
Further investigation of the home led them to find a severed head in the refrigerator, three more severed heads throughout the apartment, multiple photographs of the victims, and more human remains in his refrigerator. A total of 7 skulls were found in his apartment, as well as a human heart in the freezer. An altar was also constructed with candles and human skulls in his closet. After being taken into custody, Dahmer confessed and began divulging the gruesome details of his crimes to the authorities. Oh boy. But they saying Dahmer was indicted on 15 murder charges, but there were 17 people that lost their lives. Cause you know a lot of the people they couldn't identify, so they had to go by dental records, and
Mm-hmm.
some of the men they had to identify by their fingerprints,
Yeah, because the way he cut him up and stuff.
put them in that barrel.
Yep, all that acid. But it's always a way to find out. Always.
Yeah. He was sentenced to 15 life terms for a total of 950 years in prison. Wow. Man, listen. He was attacked a second time. Well, the first time, the guy didn't kill him. Second time, November 28th, 1994, like I said, he was cleaning the bathroom, prison showers, and Dahmer was found still alive, but died on the way to the hospital from severe head trauma. And the guy said he believes that the officers was down with it. In the documentary, he was like, they were down with it. They knew what was going to take place. Oh, well, it is what it is. Live
Yep.
by the sword, die by the sword. Terrible. I got the nerve to get baptized in prison. The same day that, what was his name? Gracie, whatever
Yes.
his name.
Gacy, yeah.
Gacy was being put to sleep.
Lethal injection. Mm-hmm.
I'll give him say euthanization. That's for animals.
Oh my god.
He was getting ready to get euthanized. And then the sunset, it was the eclipse. There was a lot going on that day.
Too much.
Scary. Anyway, pay attention to the signs, people. Pay attention, please. But these are two great documentaries. Well, one is a movie, of course, The Woman King. I probably would want to go see The Woman King first before I see it.
Yeah.
Or if you do see this first, the Dahmer movie, at least you know The Woman King, you're gonna be excited and happy. Because this right here is
Maybe save that for last.
yes, I think so. Because this is nuts. I guess that's it. But before we end this, oh boy. Any other
Wow.
thoughts on both of these movies? Feel like what's them two guys, Siskel and Ebert?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give The Woman King 5 stars, and Jeffrey Dahmer, no stars. No, Jeffrey Dahmer was good. It was a good documentary. It's just gonna make you be like, yo, this world is nuts. These people are nuts. So it was a great documentary. A lot of people probably won't watch it because they already know about Jeffrey Dahmer, what he did. But to see it again and to really see the details of what he was going through and stuff, I recommend it. If it's not too gory for you. Don't get me wrong. They didn't show things. They just
No, they weren't really explicit like that,
but
like
it just
you
made you
thought they
know
would be.
when you heard that, you know he was cutting up.
Yep, that drill came on.
Right. So they didn't really show anything bad that make you be like, oh my God, and start to gag. But when you heard that noise, you knew what he was doing. So you just put your two and two together. So, but definitely The Woman King. The Woman King. The Woman King. Yes. Any last words before we zip it, clip it, and all of that?
Just be aware of your surroundings at all times. Okay, that's it.
There's a lot of Jasons and Freddy Cougars and Michael Myers out there.
Pay attention to the signs. It can save your life or somebody else's.
Trying to tell y'all.
So yeah.
Pay attention. When somebody start talking a little nutty, write it down. Pay attention. I'm telling you, because in no way, when it comes to anything, nobody don't see the red flags. You see it. You may not act on it, but trust me, those red flags are always, always gonna be there. I don't
And,
care what it is. What you got to say, Gig?
and don't think you can change them. No, 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 no.
Don't you know no
You
good?
cannot change a person if they
Don't
don't
you
see an
know
issue
no? I'm
with
trying.
themselves. So just do what you need to do for yourself. And yeah,
People,
because
people are
people
fighting
are not.
battles. People fighting battles. Go get help. Get
Please.
therapy. Come on. Don't stop saying, "Well, I got this." No, you don't. You ain't got this when you thinking about. I had a dream. I was ready. I want to eat a heart. Nah,
Def-
I'm out.
Definitely watch your kids too and who your kids are around too. Because
Yes, pay attention to your children and watch what they doing.
you might
And
not be teaching them something, but they're not always with you. So,
first of all, stop having your kids watch these horror movies. I don't
oh
think
yeah,
that you should be letting kids watch horror movies. Grown-ups shouldn't even be watching horror movies. Don't watch these things because Satan knows you like this stuff and he's only going to put it more and more in your face. Don't be excited about these horror things. It's not cool. You excited. And what did Jeffrey Dahmer say? He said he always rooted for the bad guy. He wanted the bad guy to always win. Come on. Stop watching these things. Stop introducing your children to these horrific, scary movies of people being cut up and having them play these video games where the human body is being destroyed or shot up. Come on, y'all gotta stop now. And then as soon as your child do something, oh, I can't believe Billy did that. He didn't show no signs that he wanted to. That's crap. Because you letting Billy go and watch these crazy movies, chopping up people, and he's laughing and he think it's fun and interesting. No. Then next you know, he gonna start chopping up people because he want to get the thrill. He's gonna get excited. What did Jeffrey Dahmer say? That stuff excited him. He was turned on by that. Don't think it can't happen in your family. Don't think mental health
nope.
is real. Jeffrey Dahmer was mentally ill. That is on the real. You
Mm,
can't get no sicker than that, except for the other serial killers. Pay attention. I'm telling you.
that's it.
It's scary out here. People say things and we laugh it off, but you better pay attention because you don't know what type of trauma people went through in life. They don't tell you. Am I right? Yeah.
They sure don't tell you.
They don't tell you stuff of what they went through, but I bet you they'll act it out. Let them snap. You start
Exactly.
looking at their past. You start looking at like the person that did them wrong. Honey, hush.
Mm-mm.
But on that note, forget about Jeffrey Dahmer. I, the woman king, Preezy and my fufu.
Oh Lord.
Come on now, Gina. I could be in the next show.
I'm telling you, we're gonna write the director. Don't worry.
Viola Davis, please. Come on, I feel it.
We're gonna send her a message on her page. We're gonna on her Instagram. We're gonna send her.
I'm telling you, I could be in this next movie. I know it's got to be a part two. Because y'all was,
Man.
listen, as a matter of fact, at the end of the movie, they were standing out there, all three of them. And they was looking. I could come up right behind them with a panther. Yes, the land is beautiful. You are truly the woman king.
Bam! End of the movie, right? Right there.
What? Here it come. Yes. Yo. Tomelon. Mm-hmm. Eh, eh. What? I could see
I'm
me
telling you.
coming in there now with the animals.
I can see it too.
What was that movie with Jim Carrey and he had the animals in control?
When nature calls. No, that was Pet. It was it when nature calls or
Pet
Pet
Detective,
Detective?
right?
Pet Detective, I
What?
think.
That's me coming out with all the animals. Because you know I love animals.
I know you. Yeah.
I, I'm bringing the zebras around Naninska, and we all coming. What? I can see it now. She is the woman king. You have to protect her.
Don't
Any,
worry. We'll work it out for you.
anytime she come in the forest, lion, stand by her side. Zebra, stand in front. Giraffe, stand in back. And elephant, surround yourself around the woman king.
I just want a jaguar.
Ahua. I'm ready.
I know. I know.
The woman king with Preezy and Fufu. You see me standing up in the tree with my binoculars?
No.
Naninska, the enemy is near. What? I'm ready. Please, anybody out there, help me out. I got this. I was so inspired by this movie. I'm telling you, it just made you feel like
It made your inner warrior come out, huh?
powerful. Yes,
I know. I know.
yes. Not taking nothing from the men. Not taking nothing from them. But we play a very big, strong role in life. And we are all woman kings. Dealing with your children, dealing with your man, dealing with the workplace, dealing with your car, dealing with your nails and your feet,
Everything.
your hands and your hair and your body, eating healthy, everything in life. Dealing with yourself. We are all woman king. Wakanda forever. Yeah, I'm ready.
I know. Don't worry. We're going to hook it up. We're going to make sure.
Yo, that's our time. Listen, I just want to tell everybody, thank you for joining me, Preezy. What's my name, Preezy? Now, Fufu.
Yes. There you go.
What would your name be? Giga Laguna. Giga Laguna.
Giggle Hauna.
Giga Laguna. Giga Laguna and Preezy and Fufu. Yo, we could be nice. Me and you could be nice. You know it.
But I'm not going to be within no tree. I'll be fighting. I'm not going to be in no tree.
You always got to be fighting with your stink self. I ain't putting the grease on you.
Oh, my God.
I'm not putting the grease on you. I'm telling you.
Why? Why not?
No. Do it yourself. I am a true warrior with my animals. Go upon yourself.
I'll put the grease on myself and I'll come
You
visit.
know what? You the one who would give Nanenska a problem. You and Nori. You and Nori couldn't be around each other. Cause I'll be like, you know, what was the king's guardsman? The little sweet pea. He was by him.
Oh my God.
I would be like, Nanenska wants to see you and Nori now. You would always be in trouble.
But we handle business though.
Yeah, definitely. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Listen Up, Listen In with Preezy, Amafufu, and Gigalawina. But I call
Yeah, there you go.
Gigalawina. I changed it. I changed the name already, man. What do I call you? Gigalafuna? Gigalafuna?
I think that was the first one.
Gigalafuna and Preezy Afufu. Tell your family and friends about Listen Up, Listen In podcast. And y'all know y'all can check me out www.listenuplistening5687.com. I'm on Instagram, Listen Up, Listening 5687. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all the social media platforms. Check me out, Listen Up, Listening podcast. Yes. And always remember, live, laugh, love. Love you first, because you can't love nobody unless you love yourself first. Woman king and man king. Yes. And that is a message from Preezy Afufu and King Gezo. What's his name? King Gezo?
Yes.
King Gezo. And Gigalafuna. Yo. Love God first. Hold your family just a little bit tighter. Please pay attention to all signs, all red flags, and put God first. All praises
Yes.
to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ, always. All praises due to Jehovah Christ, Jehovah God and Jesus Christ, always. And I love you, mommy and daddy, forever. Yes. Peace.
Peace.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom, our freedom. But we have a weapon they are not prepared for.
My king, the Europeans wish to conquer us. They will not stop until the whole of Africa is theirs. We must fight back for our people.
Maneska, you're asking me to take them to war.
Some things are worth fighting for.
Don't know.
You are called to join the king's guard. No kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. Train hard, fight harder. We fear no one. And we fear no pain. I offer you a choice. Fight or we die.
Ready for war, where you
To be a warrior, you must kill your tears.
We are the spear of victory. We are the blade of freedom. We are the homie.
Don't know, take my power, my power. Don't know, take my power, my power.
That concludes this episode of Listen Up, Listen In with your host, Preezy. Hey, yo, Preezy, tell them how to keep in touch, baby.
Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me at listenuplisten5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast.
Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Yeah.